What is up, everybody? We're back at it again. It's that time to smash mech faces. How's everyone doing tonight? Hope everyone's getting a nice, chill, relaxing time in. We're kicking the stream off here. Let's go. Angel of Iron, biggest supporter right here. Day 0 supporter in the house. What is going on, sir? Just doing a little bit of housekeeping here. We're getting the announcements out. We're doing the thing. We're doing the thing on the things, and letting people know that we are going live. And then once we have that all done, we'll be ready to get started. So I got about a minute 40 to get my stuff together. Made it in time. All right, so. As I always like to start out my evening with y'all. Big announcement. Big news. Big news indeed. So, what is the big news, you ask? Big news is your boy's going to the big comic book show, Comic-Con 2024. So, expect some crazy shenanigans next year when it comes time to that. I'm really looking forward to it. Managed to secure some tickets. So, it's going to be a real good time. Now, I'll probably end up talking about this not again until probably much later in time. So this will probably be, when we get closer to the date of Comic-Con. But yeah, your boy's going to be out there. We're going to be doing the thing. We're going to be, I might even do a live stream while we're there. Who knows? It'll be crazy. It'll be crazy times. So we'll see what happens when we get out there. The other thing is I finally got a sweet screenshot to use for my thumbnails. So... now that I got that going, I am building out the screenshot that I will be using for at least the first several of my uploads to a new playlist on YouTube. So the VODs will be up soon enough. We're going to capture everything's being saved as far as what we want to upload. They're just not publicly available yet because I'm waiting until I get this one screenshot for the thumbnail worked out. And it is a choice screenshot. So, I'm not the best at the graphic design, but I'm working at it. I've got ideas how I want to do this. I'm trying to see how I can make it work. So I'm taking some tips and some tricks and stealing some ideas from our commander, Mal, on how he did his thumbnails and kind of to pay homage to him. So look for these. Hopefully I can get time this week and into this weekend to start getting those uploads done, those thumbnails added in, getting all the things done. So, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and launch game. But I at least wanted to start with those, couple of pieces of news, talking about what's going on, what are we doing, and kind of as a recap before we get into the game, one of the things that I was talking about in our previous stream is we are really enjoying this new run through. I don't really love our mechs though, so I'm really hoping that I can get a better selection so that way I can open up a community day, do some runs, some drops with our community members. Angel of Iron, you're on my list to invite in for some games, so that way we can drop, we can have some fun. We'll jump on Discord, have some laughs, have some good times, etc. So we're going to be trying to rustle that up. I want to make sure we have a decent selection of mechs so that way it's not like, oh, great, you get a commando. And, I want to get something where we have some decent flexibility to what we're doing. So that being said, we will eventually get to that point, but I just want to get a little further progressed in the storyline so I don't necessarily have to give us, really second-rate mechs. I want us to have decent mechs to go out there and do some smashy. So that's kind of the objective here. So let's go ahead and switch over to game time. Game time! Alright, so if you recall from where we left off, we were basically just finishing up some missions. I believe we were looking at some contracts. We thought about maybe doing this 3-part mission with the kind of understanding this is a lower difficulty. It's 145 tons. If we take a look at our battle mechs, we've got some potential backups where we can make some swaps, get some additional mechs in, especially when we take into consideration that between the Commando, the Firestarter, the Panther, I've at least got a replacement Panther. I can always swap out the Griffin, drop in a Phoenix, drop in the other Phoenix with the extra 10 tons. Who knows? I could have some flexibility in essentially action. So that's kind of the guys. The problem is I really only have like maybe a couple of replacement mechs, and it might not pan out so well. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to start with this difficulty 16 mission, Foothold Fusillade. So this is going to be a Steiner mission, and the reason I want to do this, you can see right here, I'm right on the cusp of getting out of the +2 and into the +3. That much better. It's going to be against the pirates, which, you know, pirates, no big deal. So I think this is where we're going to end up falling into play, and I think I'm going to be able to take advantage of some of the additional mech tonnage that we've got with the Phoenix Hawks that I just picked up, hit that 175 ton, and just breeze through this. So with that, we're going to take 1 point damage coverage. We're going to take a whopping 6 points in salvage, 35. And what I'm looking at doing is picking up at least one mech and then clearing the floor. Every single part and piece that I can pick up for salvage, I want to be able to grab. It may mean that we have essentially an excess. Actually, well, you know what? We'll do 30 points instead of 35. We'll do 30 points. We'll pick up an extra set of money, put us closer to that mil mark for a payout. So if we end up with a little bit extra damage and the 400,000 doesn't cover it, we got that extra little bit of a payout. So it's going to take us from 600 up to 950, so another 350,000. Plenty of damage coverage. So with that, we're going to take a look at what we need to drop and get into our tonnage. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to drop 2 Phoenix Hawks, and we're going to upgrade. Let's see, do I have a 30-ton mech? I don't have a 30-ton mech, so we're probably going to keep that Commando, because the alternative is that if I don't drop the 2 Phoenix Hawks, so if I drop the 45 tons here and keep the extra 10 tons, I could have to drop, let's see, say a Panther, and then that gives me 15 tons, but I don't have another 15 tons. I don't have a 40-ton mech. So I could drop another Panther, but we're still back in the same situation. So, not saying that there's anything wrong with the Panther, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the Phoenix Hawk. Gives me a little bit more firepower, 52, Vista 39, and 39. So a little bit more firepower there. This is going to put me over tonnage. I'm going to have to drop the Commando. So overall, not the worst case scenario. I've got essentially the least skilled out of my mech pilots, but also the highest current skill level. So hopefully that'll give them a little bit more survivability and give us a little bit more flexibility in what we're doing. So should be solid of a lineup here, and we're almost at the point where, like, if we can get a few more good mechs to drop with, I think that's going to be kind of the kicker. When we're right on that cusp between our light mechs and the medium, oof, that's going to be the fun times to start playing. These light mechs are okay, but they're not quite so great when it comes to playing the multiplayer, just because there's not a lot of options, and you tend to take like one bad hit and you're just dead, and that's no fun. We definitely don't want that. Alright, and man, what an improvement over the previous load times. I'm so glad I switched to Van Bioms. Again, big ups to that guy for the mod. Appreciate you. Alright. Let's take a look and see what we're working with.
We've been contracted to burn it to the ground and leave nothing left to be used by hostile forces. Good hunting.
That looks so good. So good. Okay, while we're doing that and I'm running, I'm going to do myself the flavor. Alright, so essentially what we've got is this just base right here. We're going to hit the garrison, get the essentially the nav point checked off, and then we're going to get some action going. While we're doing that, let's check something real quick. Alright, we got Ooh, here we go.
There's your target objective, Commander. Why don't you go over and introduce yourself?
Come on.
Received, Commander.
Ooh, hold on, let me switch views. Getting disoriented. I think that dude just lost an arm. Yep, lost an arm. Trying to target his legs here. And there we go. He ejected. Let's take a look at this guy. What is this? Phoenix Hawk? Yep. So we're going to try and come down right next to him. Oh, missed. Just shy. Let's get that arm. Okay. So that one's done. Herbies, we got to get rid of these herbies. They are slow, ungainly, and easily punched to death. Beautiful. Alright, we got through the initial wave. That's exactly what we wanted to see. So we're going to start demolishing. So, goal is walk through buildings. Yup, take out the fuel tanks.
Keep on smashing. They are hurt, but our contract calls for us to wipe them off the face of this
Wiping them off the face of the system. We can handle it. And what's really great about these is that I think every piece of these, every wall, is worth 1%. So it's relatively worthwhile to do that, to kind of quickly and easily knock them out. And then something like that will knock out a couple percent as well. We kind of do a little flyby there. Oh, these buildings are going to be bread and butter, my friends. Watch this just start plummeting.
Just a wee bit more, Commander.
Just a wee bit more. Go. Ooh, we got some company up here. And we gotta wait for the power cycle here. And got rid of those guys just fine. Alright, let's get out of here. We are gonna be leaving ASAP. And what do we got?
Target engaged.
Oh, that Phoenix Hawk just got toasted. And there we go. Oh, wow. Don't know what happened there. Ooh, here we go. Vindicator. Yeah, this could be a good mech to get. Alright, so we need to make sure we focus on his legs. Oh yeah, PPC variant? Yeah, that's right up our alley. We're just going to stay in constant motion. We're going to just let our dudes do their job and focus on getting this mech as toasty as possible. Oh yeah, destroyed. There we go. Okay. Who knows if we'll get that one? That one might be a little rough. Alright, how are we doing on damage? So the Commando's taking probably the worst hit. The Phoenix is not doing well, but that's the one I think that has the jump jet still on it, so there's less armor on there. So that might be an indicator that the need to upgrade the armor is a real need. It's not just a want. What else?
New target, Shadowhawk.
That's the larger variant, so that's not the Phoenix Hawk, that's the Shadow Hawk. Now, if we're going to take that bad boy on, it is a 55-ton mech. It packs a punch. It is no joke. So if we're going to do anything about that, what we're going to do is wait back here. We're going to let our troops kind of handle things in a very solvent way of letting missiles rain.
Copy. Lance target identified.
And fire lots of missiles. Oh, this little flea wants to come after me. Oh, yes. That's the ticket right there. That is the ticket. Okay, well, we got potentially some good mechs here. For a 16 difficulty, this was actually fairly straightforward, fairly easy. We got in, we did the demo, we got out. So if this was, say, the first one of our defense missions, as a perfect example, we'd see something akin to, it'd actually be a little bit more of a challenge there on defense, because we'd have several waves, and there's our Vindicator, and that's what we were looking for. This is another 45-ton mech we can equip that is going to augment what we have with our Phoenix Hawks. A little bit different of a payload in terms of the weapon load. I think this is going to make a great addition. And our Locust we're going to take for the money. So we're going to end up getting some solid drop out of this. Let's see, I don't really want the jump jets. I'll take the AC-2. And I don't have any LRM-5, so I'll take that. Yeah. I don't have any SRM-2s either, but the LRM-5s are more expensive, so I'll take those. So total payout 402. Damage coverage covered 400. We took 422. We're going to be out of pocket for 22,000 out of that. That's not that bad. We're going to have a little bit of a penalty on top of, and it's primarily because we took a walloping right here. Not too bad overall, though. Totally fine. We also completed our Kill 3 Urban Mechs, so we can turn that in. That's going to get us another 640,000 C-bills. We're going to get an AC-2 burst fire. We're going to get some ammo, some rep. Alright, let's go ahead and claim that bad boy. New. Upgraded. Okay, so fortified internal structure. More shock-resistant fasteners are installed throughout the internal structure to allow for higher stress before failure. Now, essentially what that's going to be is, I believe that's this one, so it's plus 5% to the internal structure. So I'm not really sure exactly what the internal structure is for, but hey, whatever it is, it sounds great. I will take it. So any of these upgrades that I can get over time is going to be huge. So let's take a look at our battle mechs and let's see what we got. Okay, so right off the bat, let's go ahead and dump the Locust. We're going to transfer it right into cold storage. Vindicator. This is likely going to, let's see, what is it going to cost? Yeah, it's going to cost almost 750, 730 right now, and then we're taking an almost 200k cut for our penalty because it's going to cost 35% more. It's not really worth it to fix right now, so I'm going to go ahead and hold off. But that double PPC, did it say double PPC on there? That is ridiculous. Let's see, PPC, medium laser, and small laser, LRM-5s, jump jets. Oh man, this Vindicator I think is going to become a real powerhouse. I think it's going to make a real big difference in the overall. So when we're looking at the overall firepower, this is going to be it. Minus 13 is going to be its total stats at its current state with everything destroyed. So if we take into consideration with it fully repaired, at tier 0 weapons, it's going to add 13 more points. That's going to put us at a total of about 46 and a half. Where we're looking at our Phoenix Hawks at 52, it's going to be really solid there. Big advantage is going to be that PPC. That is a monster. And if we start removing some of those jump jets, we're going to be looking at about 280-ish armor versus our about 240, 250. So it's a little bit more armor than the Phoenix Hawk. Where we end up taking the hit is the speed. So actually, depending on what we're doing, the Phoenix Hawk may be a more suitable mech because we've got a really fast lead at 81. We don't necessarily want to downgrade to the 64.8, so I'll have to consider this. This is going to be something I'll have to think about. Actually, you know what? The speed's going to be the consideration. I'm going to go ahead and ditch it. I wanted it, but now that I see the stats, I'm going to go ahead and forego. Because what I really want is a fast set of mechs. So things like the Firestarter at 97 are going to be key. So that's going to be it. And these Panthers are going to be a little bit slower. So I think what I may hunt down is more Firestarters. So I'm going to take a hit on firepower, which is going to be 31-ish versus, say, 39.6. But I can make up for that in getting some improvements to the tier of the weapon and see if I can get some better weapons on there. So as I get a little bit more, get that going up there, and then, you know, load out some modifications, switch out some things, maybe make things a little bit more worthwhile. So we'll see how that works out. But I think this is going to be a solid choice to go with these Phoenix Hawks and get some speed in here. So we'll get that going. Okay, so what that leaves us with, and actually I forgot, we're going to go ahead and do some repairs here. And my audio is tripping out. There we go. And try to collect more experience. So we have one spot open for our jobs, for our Cantina jobs. That's going to look really good once we get that filled out. The contract, I don't know that I want to do this one. I feel like we're either going to get really hosed on it, or it's going to be really too easy. So I'm going to hold off on this one. I just want to get some better mechs and some time to kind of get prepped for it. So let's take a look at the star map. We're right here at the bottom. Let's see. Ooh, look at this one. Independent against Pirates 175. That kind of fits right in line with what we're doing. We also have a 160 mission, so that might be good. Same thing, some defense contract. This one with Steiner rep. So this one may be a good way to balance out taking the hit for Steiner rep in the Assassination contract. So I think I'm going to be moving here. Let me make sure I did my queued repairs. We're good there. We're good. Definitely don't think I need any of these still. So let's go ahead and hit our star map and travel. There we go. Alright. So, our mechs are still being repaired. I feel like one of my mods is not working properly. So, let's do this. Let me go BRB. Let me get a quick check on my mods. I have to go out to the main menu. So, bear with me here for a second. Just do a little save action. Save. Turn to title. Look at the mods. And I don't remember which one of my mods did the low cost. So let me just look through the mods real quick. I'm wondering if did I remove that mod? I don't see the mod. Huh, that's weird. So I had a mod that previously would modify the cost of the jump ships, so it would reduce the cost and increase the repair time, or decrease the repair time so it was more accurate, based on some changes they did to the mods of the game. And I don't see where that is currently at. Was it god, I wonder if I got rid of that mod somehow. Huh. Whoopsie. Alright, I might have to just do a quick little quit out of the game. And check my mod listing. So bear with me here for just a moment. Because of course, naturally, it always has to be that something goes wrong. And if it's not one thing, it's another. Yeah, I don't see... I don't see the mod that I swear I had a mod that did it. So it might have been removed, so they might have removed it out of the system. Yeah, I don't know what happened here. So let me just add a quick mod. And oh, the mod may have gone outdated. So with the recent update of DLC 5, all the mods that were previously recorded or set up in you know, that I had in the recordings, some of them have gotten to the point where the mod owner has no longer continued kind of operating them, and I think that's the case with this particular mod that I had. I don't remember offhand what it was, but it seems to be that the system isn't working the way it's intended. Alright, well, I mean, it's one quality of life update that I'll have to sacrifice for. That's A-okay. And we'll just get the game relaunched. We'll just validate our mods. And we'll get back into it. Meantime, we'll just chill out to some sweet royalty-free, streamer-friendly lo-fi music. Hey, Goblin in with the lurk. What is up, my brother? All right, yeah, just double checking. So I looked through all of my mods. I'm not seeing the one in question. I just don't remember which one it was. It could be that the mod in question has been removed from the workshop and is no longer available. And because it's no longer available, it is, you know, not affecting my travel times and my repairs. Although I have one specifically for repairs, so it should be reducing the overall repair times, and I don't see that. That apparently did not trigger. So let's see if we can get this load going, if we can get things working properly. We're at ad time anyways. Goblin says I need to get that Void Crew game. So that's the new, is it an early access title, Void Crew? I don't recall offhand what the state of the game is. Let's take a look at our battle mechs. Let's take a look at our work orders. It says that it needs to be repaired. So did it just not repair? Is that what happened here? Did I just forget to repair? Maybe I forgot. I'll have to go back and check the VOD for this, but I swear I did the repairs and then I traveled, so my bad. Nope, that's 2 days. Yeah, that should be looking good. Okay, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm crazy. Actually, we can check the star map and see. Yeah, the cost for the jumps are back up to 100,000 or 50,000 for 2 jumps. So 50,000 per jump, 100,000 for 2. So the cost of the jumps are back up to the normal default. So I'll have to figure out what's going on there and see if I can find another mod to do that. Let's take a look at these. Assassination 13 difficulty. Ooh, look at this map. Good lord, that looks amazing. 160 ton drop. Let's go and take 1 pip in damage coverage. We'll take 3 pips in negotiation, 1 pip in the payout, mostly for coverage. We'll go ahead and take this 20 for our total pay salvage for payout. And Goblin says that the Void Crew game is currently in beta. So it's the early access then. So what kind of game is it? Tell me about it. I mean, I saw a little bit of the gameplay, but I really didn't understand what was going on. This one is messed up, so let's go ahead and switch that out for a fire starter. 160, there we go. Perfect tonnage, look at that. 55, 45, 35, 25. I mean, if that couldn't have worked out better in terms of the way the tonnage is working out. So that's awesome. Alright, so let's get back into game time. And see what's crack-a-lackin' here. Okay, so I think we're good. We got a good setup of spread here. 160 ton mission. You guys didn't see the contract. Let me see if I can get back to the contract screen. It won't let me. Hold on. Does this let me? No. Okay, we won't be able to see the screen I saw, and I apologize for that. But there was a really cool graphic for the world. I think this biome is going to be great. But check this out: 55, 45, 35, 25. Let's see. He's only got 3 points in missiles, and he's got 5. So we need to get, you know what, actually, I'm going to take this back. So I don't want to change the order of the mechs, but I'm going to change the order of the pilots. So I'm going to move Walker over here. So Walker is going to go over here. The reason for that is it gives him a little bit of room for the ballistics with the machine gun. He's got the medium lasers, so we can work on that last pip on the skill point for lasers, and then 3 points in ballistic or missiles because we don't need it. We're already at 3 points. So I'm gonna let let's see, this is Captain Morgan. Work a little bit on that last point for lasers, get a little bit more work on those ballistics, and then we're all set to go there. Firestarter has a little bit of everything. So we've got a little bit of everything here. We've got machine guns, we've got lasers, jump jets, all the good things. So Galloway will stick with the Firestarter. And they're all fast mechs. So 97, 97, 97. I'm the slowpoke at 81. So they're going to be able to keep up with me no problem. Let's get this drop going. Tres, Dos, Uno, Fade to Black, cutscene. Tell me what we won. Bam, load screen.
This group has proved to be a nuisance for our employers.
Look at that.
We're tasked with making sure that we find them and put them in
All right.
the ground.
This is an assassination mission. We only have 2 points, and the first one is really close. So we're going to get at it. And I kind of like this little hazy vision that we have. So let's see if we can use some night sight. Everything's cool and easy. It's a little warm in this temperature. It's 22 for heat right off the bat.
I'm showing nothing on scopes that can be identified as our targets. We'll have to move on to the next nav point.
Wow, this is definitely like a volcanic ash hazy kind of screen. And we'll get... Ooh. We got that one. I saw a mech in there. Where did the mech go? There it is. Okay. Ooh. Come on, cycle weapons. Okay, there was definitely a mech present here. I'm not about to leave and let a mech just come up around me. So we're gonna kind of do this little snaky snake action around. I see it. Javelin. Another good solid mech to have potentially. Oof, this This like volcanic ash haze thing is not the business. Alright, let's get this guy going. Oh, that is unfortunate. He's got the high ground. We know what happens in the high ground. Let's let him stew on that. He can't hit me. I can't hit him either, but, you know, my dudes can hit him. Now he's in a spot where I can punch him. Oh, that hurt. It's going critical when you get away. Word! You get a crew, pick a mission, fight, loot, fix the ship, keep flying. So it's sort of like a space survival sim, but like crew-based? That sounds interesting. What's kind of the risk factor or the difficulty? Like, what are the challenges that keep you kind of going in the game? Any progression system? Are there like missions that you have to accomplish?
Target acquired.
Scorpion light tank. We'll just go ahead and start with the missile barrage. And we'll follow it off with the second set. That should, ooh, almost. There we go.
Target destroyed.
Finished off. Alright, we're definitely going to have some sort of mech action here. This haze is so cool.
Approach the hidden object to pick it up.
Alright, let's go ahead and hide behind this. Alright, let's get that going. Perfect, we got that.
Excellent find, Commander. Beginning
Oof.
recovery now.
Alright, we want to start with that Irby because that Irby is going to hurt. Yeah, look at that. I'm taking shots right to the face.
Watch yourself.
And ultimately gets a little swing action. Oof, that hurts. That Irby is going to be going down. Yeah, that jump jet was unsuccessful, but I believe the AC is still up. There we go, down. Oh my god, what happened? We just demolished that dude. That wasn't even a fair fight. I am not doing good though. I am getting ready to be cored. So I have to be very careful about what I'm doing here.
Target acquired. New target hunchback.
Oh, and it's a hunchback. I hate fighting hunchbacks. So I missed out on...
Did you find the acquisition?
Ooh, I'll take some acquisition.
In order to pick it up.
Heyo.
Ready to start pickup operation.
This is gonna
Brilliant.
make it all worthwhile.
Acquired.
I honestly don't know what these dudes are firing at because they have no visuals, and it is entirely that hunchback. Let's go and knock these little turreties out. And oh my god, another turret? I'm gonna hide back here.
Reporting component loss.
System offline.
Oh my god, I got blown up by a tank.
That wreck is nothing compared to Steiner machinery.
Yep, that is probably true. I definitely don't want that mech. I'm gonna go ahead and help out with the... Yeah, I'm gonna take the commando. Let's see what I can do with this guy. Oof, 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 not a good spot, not a good spot. Let's see if I can get a little action here.
Critical.
Okay.
Weapon destroyed. Weapon destroyed.
Okay, all I have left is the SRMs. So
Left arm lost.
let's go ahead and see if we can just keep missiling. Oh, that hurt. That was to the face. Okay. These hunchbacks are going to be the bane of my existence. And I'm dead. And that is me. I'm dead.
Right arm lost.
Alright, so let's go ahead and load this mission, because this was a real bad wipe. Alright, so Goblin mentions that it is a variety array of enemy ships that you combat. There's a progression in game that lets you unlock more modules, and it's a lot more fun than I would have thought it would have been. That is awesome. Alright, take two.
Find them and put them down for good. We'll be on standby to evac you once the job is done.
That's awesome. You know, I thought it was going to be like a spoopy game and going to have some sort of like horror element. You got to survive aliens and stuff. But if it's not a spoopy type game, yeah, I can definitely look into it.
Showing nothing on scopes that can be identified as our targets.
Well, we know that that's not true. We know that there was a mech here. So let's anticipate that. Let's get into a spot where we can take out that mech. And there she is.
I got it.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Oh, wow. That was unexpected right in their face. Alright, let's get this tank out of the way,
Acquired.
since it is hiding from me.
Destroyed.
Got another one.
Target destroyed.
There we go. Alright, now keep in mind, we're at tonnage, so we're exactly at where we should be as far as the tonnage goes.
Target acquired.
There's our lights, the Scorpion light tank. And, jeez, 3 volleys in.
Target eliminated.
Thank you, Captain Walker. We should have the bonus stuff right in the same spot, which
Walk
I'm,
on up to the
yep,
treasure to pick it up.
slightly different location. We're gonna get different results out of this, but that's okay.
Ready to start pickup operation.
New
IFF readings are showing all targets at this location, Commander. Approach with caution.
Okay, so we're gonna try and take out this Irby very quickly, because we need... Boom. Oh, Lord.
new target Panther.
Ooh, that's a PBC Panther.
Target acquired.
Oh, and there it starts right from the get-go. I'm gonna take a little bit of a hit for damage on that. I'm gonna try and squeeze right past that little interference. And we need to take out that arm.
New target Hunchback.
Oh my god, how did I miss that?
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and get back on action here.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Oh my god, how did we get that? Whoo!
Target acquired.
Man, if we can get a hunchback drop, that makes life muy bueno.
Tango down.
Destroyed.
Once you've found the targeted asset, move up to it, and we'll begin the recovery procedure. Cargo acquired.
Cargo acquired. What do we get? Light rifle. Okay, okay, we can handle that.
Target acquired.
Alarion 20 carrier.
New
That mech is on our kill list. You know what?
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. We want to leg this guy. Uh-oh. We just got big company. Oh, I need to get away from that thing.
Incoming missile.
Taking heavy damage.
Target.
My target eliminated.
Okay, okay, okay.
Incoming missile.
Need to dodge, need to dodge.
Primary target is down.
Oh,
Kill
boom!
confirmed.
There we go.
I have all targets showing up as KIA on my scopes.
Oh my lord, heavens to Betsy, that was a struggle.
Fulfilled our contract, Commander. Let's get you out of here now.
Heavens to Betsy's.
Target.
The commando went down, but that's not really a surprise. I'm just glad it wasn't all of us like in the last map, so I was getting close to being destroyed. Man, that was scary. Not gonna lie, seeing that hunchback pop out of nowhere while I'm already fighting an Irby and a PPC Panther, whew, that gets a little spicy. And then another Firestarter, and then the next hunchback, man, they were just not really, they wanted to really kill me. And excellent, we got the Firestarter, another fast mech, that's what we want to see. We're going to go ahead and take that bad boy. It's going to take most of our salvage, but really worth it. Let's take a look at some, let's see, what do I not have anything of? I don't have any, well, I have 9. I don't have any regular flamers, so I'm kind of thinking I'm going to take the SRM2, and I'm going to take the machine gun because I'm going to do some upgrades. I only have 1 flamer, I'll take that, and let's see. I'll take the AC-20 ammo. I don't think I have anything that uses an AC-20, but it's always good to have a little extra. Bam! Got some skill ups, that's always great to see. Injured 86 days. That is unfortunate. So, he didn't die, you know, but did you die though? That's kind of the question. So, let's go ahead and get some repairs queued up here. We basically, this thing's a mess. It's going to cost, you know, almost 600,000. Yeah, we're just going to have to go ahead and just bite the bullet. We're going to repair our Firestarter. And then this guy is, oh, 1 million. What I may do is this. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel these guys. And the primary reason is because while it's going to be expensive to get out to York, we're going to do it because it's going to save us some money. So I don't want to spend 1 million when I don't have to. I don't want to pay the extra 35% penalty. When I can do this and do my repairs on the cheap for a much faster rate and get that going for us and get another mech in the rotation. So we're going to do that for us. While we're here, let's go ahead and take a look at the mech market. A Flea, another Griffin, the Locust, a Trebuchet, and a Wolverine. So Wolverine would not be a bad replacement for our Griffin. So the Griffin, this is a PPC Griffin. Wow. Well, let's take a look at our Griffin. So our Griffin right here, as it stands, it has, what is that, 380 armor. It's got 66 for firepower and 81 speed. So let's take a look at the mech market and look at this one. Yeah, so this one's got 381, and it has that Alarion and a PPC. And then if we look at the Wolverine, so a little bit, oh, that's not what I want to see. 62, what do we got here? It is 66. So, and then we've got 380, but I think that's because I've foregone the jump jets to max out the armor. So I could probably do the same thing about 380. That's damn tempting. And what's our Wolverine like? It's also 81. It's got a little bit more of a skirmish tactic to it. So I'm wondering if this would also be a little bit more. It's kind of the same thing. It's like 6-1, half dozen of the other. It's just a different payload layout with an AC-5, an SRM-6, and a medium laser, instead of the existing one that I have right now, that is 2 medium lasers, a large laser, and an LRM-5. So kind of the same thing. So not really going to make a big difference there. That's totally fine. But it is kind of exciting to see some of those things. Equipment-wise, what I definitely need to do is sell some of our 84 heat sinks. Mostly because we just need a little bit of a cash infusion. And I sold too many of something. What did... Oh, I purchased. Oh, I made a boo-boo. Not a very expensive boo-boo, but I made a boo-boo. So let's go ahead and sell some of these bad boys. I need just a little bit of a cash infusion. And if I sell like 50 of these, give me a little bit of money. Cover transportation costs. There we go. I definitely don't think I'm going to need 26 of the SRAM ammo, so I'll drop it down to 18. Get rid of a couple of these. Yeah, there we go. And then, ideally, you know, normally I'd be hounding for purchases, but we've only got 2 million left in cash, and we really need to kind of get that bump up. So even though we've gotten some kills, we've gotten some of these turn-ins, it's just not a lot when we're paying 50k to jump. Alright, so let's get back in here. We're going to travel. It's going to cost us 100,000, but again, we've got our queued repairs. We're going to save that 35%, so it's going to be a, you know, wash. And we sold the extra heat sinks that are cycling right now in essentially offsetting the cost of selling or jumping to York, and we spent 200,000 on that. So we know we ended up saving enough to get this repair covered. Okay, so let's do our last contract for the night. Oh, look at this biome. This looks so nice. These backgrounds that they've done, legit. Independents are down to negative 15, so that's not great. We're not going to see a great contract. We only have 5 pips, but let's go ahead and take 1 in coverage. We're going to take 3 pips in repairs, or the shares, and then we're going to take 1 pip in the C-bill payout, because we need the moolah. We still have 34 days for Captain Morgan to get healthy. Let's see, do we have any pilots? We don't. So, option we have is we have a next payment due. We're going to have to. So we're down, okay, it's not so bad. It's just under 300,000, and then we'll wait for Captain Morgan to get better. And then that means we can take the mission start now. Now, what we're going to change here is we're going to flip out, where is my battle mech, and why is my Phoenix Hawk missing equipment? Ah, okay, so here we go. Let's take a look at the loadout real quick. And so we're missing a machine gun. So let's take a look at ballistics. What we have is a 1 pip, so let's go ahead and get rid of both of these. We're going to replace them with 1 pips. While we're at it, let's take a look at lasers. So if we're already making upgrades, let's just go ahead and make some upgrades. Make it worthwhile. We're going to do this. Perfect. Next thing we're going to do is a large laser. Pickings are slim. So this is a 5-ton. These are 7 tons. But I know exactly where we can get the difference. Bam. So we're going to get rid of that. We're going to add this. We're going to make some things happen here, folks. Alright, so with that, let's go ahead and max out our tonnage on arms. We don't want to lose those. We don't want to lose legs. So let's max that out. We can't use the max armor button because we can't technically reach max armor. This is already set. This is already maxed. This is already maxed. Let's go. Oh, we're over by 0.4. So let's go ahead and lose 2 points on the legs. 4 points on the legs. 2 points on the arms. We're almost there, boys. And there we go. So the torso's still good. Our head armor is a little low at 12. Otherwise, we've got everything else kind of near max. And I'm almost tempted to do this. Yeah, that's what we'll do. So we're right back up. We've gained 32 points total in armor. We're going to lose our jump jets. That's okay, because that armor, that power is going to be well worth it for what we're getting out of this. Let's go ahead and start this work. We know it's going to end up costing us. That's a-okay. Let's jump in here, check the loadout. So we've already gotten rid of the jump jets. We're on the same situation here. So I'm going to go ahead and drop this. We're going to go ahead and pick up that 1 pip PPC. We got our heat sinks. We're going to get rid of... Oh, we don't have a medium laser 2 pip. We're going to have to make the sacrifice, boys. Sacrifice. Here we go. We're overweight by almost 2 tons. So let's kind of take a look. We're going to drop our head armor because that's where we saw the big increase. I think we did 14. We did 2 points here, 2 points here, and we did 4 points on each of the legs. We're a ton over. Okay, so we're not going to take a PVC. We're going to go back to the large laser. We only have 1, so hopefully it doesn't get blown up. And then we're going to put armor back. So let's jump this up to 28. And let's go ahead and max these back out. And max that. What are we at? Just a shy of what we need. So I think we're good there. We're going to go ahead and start that work. Let's take a look. While we're already making changes, let's take a look at our fire starter here. Loadout. Oh yeah, definitely making some changes here, boys. So medium laser, we've got 11 tier 1s. So let's go ahead and chase those out. Flamers. What do we have for flamers? Oh, flamers are also under energy. I can upgrade. Yeah, let's do some upgrades. Let's get rid of that. We're going to put a 1 pip in. It's not the upgrade we want, but the upgrades we need. Machine guns. I've got 8 tier 1s. Let's go and do that. And then, we've got more flamers. Okay, more flamers. So let's go ahead and get 1 full set of tier 1 flames across the board. So overall, this is looking real good. This is where we're going to end up winning, though. We're going to switch these out, and we're going to max out some armor, because I would rather survive than die. So legs are good. Let's get the arms up. Last thing we need is to lose our lasers. Let's see. So let's take this up to 18. And, oh, nope, that's going to do it. So let's take this down to 14. We're raising this up to 30. We got a nice split there, 32 out of 32. And then we'll go ahead. Oh, actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to leave it right here. It gives us 1 ton. So we're going to go in here, and we're going to take a single heatsink and throw it over here. So that gets us exactly our 35, and we get a little bit better cooling. Just a smidge. Not a lot, but just a smidge. Let's take a look at our Griffin, because we need some help here. So what are we doing here? We've got a double heatsink, so let's do this. Let's take out a single heatsink. Let's take a double heatsink. Can we slot it in? And we can. Perfect. So we'll slot in the double heatsink, and we'll essentially start funneling more and more equipment here to get those upgrades. Let's take a look at our LRM 5. Do we have a better one? I'm partial to the LRM 5 Streak, but do I need Streak ammo? So let's check the market for LRM ammo. Maybe that'll work. Hopefully. I'm thinking about this. I'm contemplating it. I'm trying to think of what we want to do. How do we want to do this? And okay. I think we're going to leave the LRM 5. I think that's going to be okay. I don't think we have a whole lot of room to play with only 0.07 difference, but I think this gives us a good solid point to work off of, and then we can always make changes as we go through with our heat sinks, getting better heat sinks so we can get better cooling, which means better damage output in the end. So we'll go ahead and make that change. I think we're going to end up with a 175 needing to rock. Should we? Yeah, let's take a look at our Panthers. No, you know what? Hold on. Let's take a look. Mission-wise, we're at 160 of 175, so we can replace the Commando. So let's go back, and we're going to go back in here. So we need a 35-ton mech. Do we take another fire starter, or do we take a Panther? I'm thinking we go with the fire starter. So I want to try rocking these. Just like we did with the other, We're going to do some upgrades here. So let's take a look at our inventory for ballistic first. How many machine guns do I have? 6. Alright, we're going to replace both of these. Perfect. Now, we're going to get rid of these because we don't need them. We're running fast, but we don't need to fly. So we're going to get rid of those. Now let's take a look at our medium laser selection. We've got 9, so we're going to go 1. Oops, preemptively did that one. Let's go ahead and put this back in here, this back in here. Flamers, we've got 1 1-pip, 2 2-pips. So let's just max this out. You're going for broke. And then for these guys, we're going to go with an upgrade to a 1-pip. And then just because we can, there we go. Okay, a little bit of upgrade across the board. We saved 3 tons not having the jump jets. So let's first max out our legs. Now after we max out legs, let's max out our arms. So with our maxed out arms, we're good there. We've got a good amount of room left. Let's max out our center torso. Let's first start with a couple, 2 points there, and then we'll max out our center torso. We're going to keep the divide there, 22-22, gives us a little room, and we'll max out 20 points for the head. So that gets us going there. We're going to gain 64 points of armor. We're going to gain only 1.47 in the damage area, but it's still respectable, and our range increases because we've upgraded our guns. So let's go ahead and start that work. And then in comparison, so we've got 30, we got 30. Wow, respectable 39. It's mostly because of the SRM4s. That's what's primarily killing us there. So let's go ahead and load this bad boy in. Alright, now, I think this is going to be what we're rocking here. So let's go into the mission. We're going to switch out our... Actually, we're going to go home, timeline. We're going to wait for these repairs to get done. It should be a fairly quick process. We've already waited 40 days for him to get, fixed up, so I'm kind of sad that we didn't time that better. But let's take a look at our mission. We're going to drop the commando. We're going to grab the other fire starter. Why is it telling me... Oh, that fire starter has a whole ton of underweight? How did I not notice that? Why did I not notice that? Okay, well in that case, single heatsink, start work, queued, home, timeline, done. We just lost a ton of time, but it's totally worth it, totally worth it. Now we've got 170, we're looking solid, my friends, solid. And this will be the last drop of the evening, Tres, Dos, Uno, fade to black, cutscene. We're gonna load that mission, biggity bangity boom. And there we go. Oh, look at that bad boy. Alright. Ooh.
Are the most likely areas where we'll find them. Be careful, as they have many supporters in the area that are more than willing to die for their cause.
Hey, that's okay. Oh, look how lush this looks. This looks beautiful. This really does look impressive. Alright, we've got our first objective here. We're about 800 meters out. We're going to get into this, like, destroyed city. Oh, in this swampy terrain. God, this looks good.
Looks like we got some bad intel. Our target is not here. Let's hope we have better look at the other locations.
Target acquired.
Enemy vehicles on the move. Nearly there, Commander. Approach the hidden object to pick it up. Got another one.
New target, urban map.
Oh, yeah. Need to target that Irby.
I'm detecting unidentified effects in the area. Moving in to investigate.
Oh, there we go. It's down. Oh, that thing's practically dead on its own.
Amazing, Commander. Nice kill. That's even
I didn't even do anything. I didn't even do anything. Alright, let's throw some missiles that way.
Enemy destroyed.
got here?
Target acquired.
This is a javelin. Took out an arm. See if we can get into this action here. See, the downside is when you jump jet like that,
Target acquired.
and then you get hit.
Target is down.
Alright, let's see what's going on behind us.
Target acquired.
Target is down.
Target destroyed.
Okay, well, let's get away from this stuff because we don't care.
Target
There
destroyed.
we go.
Slash target.
Perfect. Alright, how are we doing on damage? We're looking pretty good. I've taken a couple of hits. Nothing too critical at this point. So, as long as you don't do too bad, we'll be A-okay. We're uphill on this bad boy. I'm going to see if we can go this way.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Does this give us a better vantage point? Or we're still fighting uphill, but are we going to get a better view of things? Do we get the altitude adjustment here? Look at this terrain. This is just beautiful. Really amazing job with the terrain on the bottom biomes. So impressive what they've done with this. Definitely think the repairs and upgrades were worthwhile to really give me a little bit of an edge in this early portion.
Targets. Check them out before more
I don't want to see all targets out in the open. That sounds terrible. Oh, this is probably going to hurt.
Target acquired.
I got it.
Destroyed.
A crab? What? Alright, fire starter, get out of the way.
Enemy destroyed.
These crabs are no joke.
Let's go get it. Receiving heavy fire.
Okay, there we go. Alright, now I can start focusing on some other targets. Oh, like a hunchback. Oh god, that feels good. Please tell me that is my reinforcements and not theirs. That is not.
Target eliminated.
Okay, what else we got?
Commander.
Oh, beautiful PPCs.
New target. Locust.
Got our target. Nicely done. I'm getting 0 reactor signature from the targets. Looks like we got them all. Now let's get you all home. Head to the evac point. Detecting targeted battle mech in the area.
Target destroyed.
Tango eliminated.
Alright, that's all I can do for that guy. How are we doing, gentlemen? We're doing good. We got one target left, a D. Commando 1D. What is he doing? He's basically off map. And should be, what is it, 300? 250? Alright, there we go. He's out. He's out of that corner.
Enemy mech eliminated. Tango down.
Target acquired.
Alright, where is our evac? Oh, our evac was right there. I should have ran to that first. That would have been helpful.
Target destroyed.
I didn't like you, fence. And just in the off chance that this building has some sort of bonus loot, let's just take a quick peek. I knew it.
In order to pick it up.
Hey, I'll take an extra 15k. What do we got?
Excellent find, Commander.
13k. Yeah, that's worth it. An SRM 4, tier 2, all the way around. Just solid. Solid. Good stuff. Alright, hopefully. Man, if we could pick up a Hunchback, game over. Game over if we can get a Hunchback. Alright, look at that. SRM4, some AC5 ammo, 1.2 mil. Ooh, we got one, boys. We got it. I don't care that we're not going to end up with a ton of anything else. That Hunchback is worth it. Hunchbacks are monsters. I may switch over to using the Hunchback. That's how good it is. So even though it's slow, they're really, really solid. So... oh, but the crab is fast. Ooh. See that it's the damage output, it's the firepower. 68? There's just so much more potential for damage off of the Hunchback than there is the crab. So, I mean, when you're looking at this, there's no contest. It's the Hunchback all the way. We don't have another AC-10, and since this Hunchback has an AC-10, we have to pick that up. And let's see, what else do we know? Wow. Regretting not taking more salvage points. We're gonna have to pick up an AC or a small laser, just because we need them. So let's go ahead and take that right there. Oh my god! And the game has crashed. Fatal error. So with that, folks, we're gonna go ahead and end stream. We were gonna end stream anyways, but we just crashed. I'm really hoping it saved right there at the closing, so I don't have to run that mission again. We got some really good loot. I'm glad that I got that Hunchback. So I'm just going to launch while we're doing the stream ending and kind of closing out of things. But essentially what we're going to do is end things for tonight. If we end up getting that Hunchback, expect on our next playthrough later this week. Let's see, that's going to be in 2 nights. We're going to be playing through, and we're going to try and do probably another hop over to our York hub and see what we can do about getting that Hunchback all fixed up. So I'm just reloading the save at the mission finish to see if it'll pick up where we left off, hopefully give us the same rewards. Knock on wood. We did. We get the Hunchback. We get the AC-10. We're going to pick up the small laser. Continue. We took 736,000 in damage, so we definitely took a hit. Save works just fine, so we're good there. So with that, folks, we're going to go ahead and save again, because saving often is something we do. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do a new save. We're going to call this stream ending. Perfect. So we've got our new save in to replace our previous. This is just more of a precaution, and then we're going to go ahead and end stream for the night. As always, like how I like to close out on things, time is the most valuable currency in the world. So when you spending time with me, it means the world to me. So I do appreciate everything you guys do to engage with me, chat with me, talk about what's going on, what you're playing. Goblin, big ups to you for talking about that new game. Void Crew. That might be something we look at, especially since it looks like it's really a multiplayer centric game, and maybe something we do on like a community night and play some alternate games. I know that I haven't been able to get in my Sunday streams to play some Pathfinder, but as always, we're going to try our best to get that taken care of, and we'll see if we can get some time and attention there. And finally, as always, when we end things, I do just want to say a big thank you to everyone who has supported the channel in the past. It's your engagement, again, that means everything to me continuing to feel motivated in doing this endeavor. So, with that, we're getting close to the end of the year. If you have those Amazon subs that you are not using for anyone else, and you feel so kind and generous to use them on me, please feel free to do that. I do appreciate it. It does allow you to skip out on having any of the ads play. And again, it really shows that you appreciate the time and effort I put into hopefully an engaging stream of what's going on. So with that, folks, I'll go ahead and close things out. Everyone has a great rest of the night. Peace.